You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Good. Let's go. Once again, it is the Wrestling Guild talking about Impact.
Boom.
But that's what we do.
That's what we do. That's how it
We're
works.
going to talk about Impact Wrestling from the 21st. Was it the 21st? I think so. Yeah, probably.
Kind of.
It's the 26th today, so it would make sense. Like 5 days removed from Impact. An Impact that, just like the week before, was there's not that much to talk about because it was mostly matches that and we don't really detail the matches as such, but but it was good. It was kind of like a go home show for Victory Road, which is this week. No Lashley, but more Johnny Impact.
A lot of Johnny Impact.
And those things, Johnny Impact wrestling twice, kind of cementing him like a big deal, like a contender. Introducing kind of the feud between AAA and Impact. Also introducing somebody new, Tejano.
Oh yeah, that guy.
You guys look the same.
You guys look the same. Oh, kind of.
You're very
he looks
similar.
evil. I look evil. So, I mean,
Well, you kind of have the same body type.
Well, I guess so.
Yes. My name is C. Mary Holtman, and with me I have Nick Tejano Jr. Anderson, and actually his name is Tejano Jr.
Yeah,
but they didn't mention that.
They didn't mention that.
But his Twitter handle was Tejano Jr. Anyway, did you enjoy this Impact?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. I don't know. It was kind of the same like last episode, the previous one. I don't know. The matches were alright, but I was expecting some more spiciness.
Do you mean some more intrigue, or?
I mean, more like known people against known people. Like I want some more.
Oh, you didn't like? Okay, but we can talk about that later. We started with Johnny Impact opening the show, looking for Eli Drake. Johnny Impact, just like I think was it Lashley or was it Patron that was looking? They were looking for somebody that wasn't there. It was Cody Rhodes looking for Moose. Remember?
Oh yeah,
and Moose was in Japan. And he was like so.
And here we have the same.
Yeah, Johnny Impact taking a lesson from Cody Rhodes,
taking a lesson,
looking for Eli Drake when it's. I think common knowledge, even the commentators were talking about that Eli Drake was going to be in Mexico.
Yeah. So obviously he's not here in the Impact Zone.
No.
So why are you asking for him to come out?
I know.
He's not even here.
He says, "I saw your car."
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, so he comes out. Actually, in this segment, I think I don't know. He made him look kind of like an idiot.
Yeah, well, he looks like a moron.
I mean, he's just
because of this. Yeah.
I mean, and the whole thing, his deal. He's got the nice body, the way he looks, made him look like a kind of stupid surfer dude.
That is true. I mean, what can I say? Well, basically, Johnny was shouting for Eli Drake to come out. He didn't come out, but we had another wrestler come out, which is
KM, the big KM came in, and I think KM is perfect in this role. I think he was just like we haven't seen KM for a while. He comes out saying that Eli Drake isn't there, asking Johnny Impact basically if he's stupid. Johnny Impact says that I don't know. He said he basically doesn't believe KM, and who would? And then KM says, "Are you calling me a liar?"
Boom.
And then I thought the thing is, I loved KM's kind of comebacks here. It's just like maybe he is here, maybe he's not here, and he forces Impact to put up his number one contendership spot and they do. They wrestle.
Yeah.
KM brings an official out
Yeah,
right
he
away.
actually brings a referee
Yeah.
to the ring, and they start wrestling, and I think KM got his ass kicked.
He did get his ass kicked. I mean, he did do well, but I think they had to take this match a little bit for storyline.
It is for sure.
They take a little bit even more. I mean, be a little easy on Johnny Impact because he was going to wrestle again that night.
Oh yeah,
which wasn't the plan here. Johnny Impact, gets a win.
yeah.
KM goes home. He keeps his number one contendership spot. It was what it was. I wasn't overly impressed with this match.
It was short.
It was short. It could have been better. And maybe if Impact hadn't wrestled the second time, maybe it would have been.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
KM can go in the ring, so it's not like that's a big issue.
And then we have this the females. Ava Story.
Ava Story comes out.
Valkyrie.
Against Taya Valkyrie. We kind of know where this is going.
Yeah.
Ava Story had, I think, less offense than Amber Nova the week before. Completely taken out.
Pretty much.
And then, so Ava Story loses.
Yeah.
Taya Valkyrie wins. And then...
I mean, she starts talking about, like, she wants the Knockout Championship.
Which is weird, because Sienna has it, which is an ally to Taya Valkyrie.
So, yeah, that is weird. But we have some other female coming out.
And here comes your stand-up. You don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do, yeah. We have Rosemary coming out, and she has a new look.
A little bit of a new look. That was
cool.
Did it work for you?
I think it worked for me. It worked perfect. She looks great. So I mean, yeah, Rosemary comes out, actually talks, and say like she doesn't deserve the title shot, like the Hive.
The Hive, yeah, which is basically like her followers.
Her followers. And Valkyrie gets mad and starts fighting. And
well, actually, I think Rosemary took the first shot.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what do you expect?
She's pissed.
So yeah, they start fighting, and then you have another wrestler.
Sienna comes out,
Boom.
and then Ali comes out, and then Taryn Terrell comes out, and then Gail Kim comes out, and then basically what it ends up being the Faces clean house, and this is actually amounts to this ends up that we see later in the show that there's going to be a trios match. As they call it, a 6-man tag, where we're going to see all the three sides, or the two sides with the three girls and going at each other. Do you like this storyline?
I think it would be great. I think it's a great storyline because, I mean, Ali, she can't really do that much, but I think it's good that they involve Rosemary at least into this, because Rosemary she doesn't do any matches really.
It's been a while since
it's been a while, yeah. So I think this is a perfect mashup, like mix.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and the thing is that there's a little tension between Sienna and Taya, obviously, because they're. But did you see when? Because Taya looks so big. I mean, she looks huge compared to like Amber Nova and Ava Story. But then when Rosemary came in, they were standing eye to eye. They were basically as tall, and I would have thought that Rosemary would have been smaller than Taya, but no. No,
that was it.
That would be a perfect Nick sandwich if you were in between those two.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have OVE coming. What? Did they go to the clubhouse?
Yeah, they were going. They went to the clubhouse. They went to. They wanted to go to the strip show.
Wow. So yeah, they actually go to the clubhouse of LAX and.
Well, their club. I guess it wasn't their clubhouse. I don't know if the clubhouse was in the basement or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But they were, partying. Ohio style, I guess.
Ohio style, yeah. But it goes out of hand and it starts.
Do you like this kind of because this style of filming is more of like a kind of like almost like a TV show, like a regular kind of crime show style? Do you like that?
I could think it. I mean, I think it works because this also shows how much balls OVE has, and that makes them stronger. So yeah, I think definitely this way. It definitely works. Just what do you say?
Yeah, I know. I like it. I like this. I like the different style filming, the way it's taped. I like the story that they're telling. Yeah, you said that OVE has balls. And it is a little bit close to the way Lucha Underground films their show. So, I mean, you don't want to be too much of a copycat, but it's also very much a style that Impact has used when they had like the final deletion and stuff like that. So they've used it before. And even the match between Grado, Joseph Park, and Scott Steiner and Josh Matthews had the same style.
Oh yeah, they had the same style.
Yeah, so I mean, it is fun that they use it at times. And when we go back to when we talk about Eli Drake in Mexico, that was also filmed in a different style, a different way.
Yeah, in a different way than we're used to.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, Homicide calls up Conan. LAX show up at the strip club, and they basically decide that they're going to fight next week.
Boom.
Yeah. And that's set for Victory Road, LAX versus OVE for the tag team championships. Yeah, excited about that?
Really excited because, I don't know, LAX, they're dangerous. And OVE, not so dangerous.
Well, we haven't seen that much yet. No.
I've seen like a couple of matches and they get wrecked all the time.
Well, they've won. You can't say that they've
won. Yeah, but they suck.
They fight against jobber teams. Yeah. Anyway, so you're thinking that LAX is going to go out on top.
I think just to make OVE look good, they're going to win over LAX.
You think OVE is going to win? Well, I mean, I think we do need the championships to change hands. LAX have been dominant for a long time, so yes, in order for there to be other contenders coming in as well. So far, LAX is really the only like heel team, because I don't know if you can count Bokara and Falaba as a heel team. They're just like a team. So the question is, if OVE loses or win and LAX, then there might be another LAX OVE fight. Maybe a Bound for Glory, but then that program's got to be over, and you got to bring on other teams because OVE is going to be a babyface team. So who are they going to go up against? They can't go up against Veterans of War.
True.
And then other than that, Reno Scum. I don't know what the time for Reno Scum, the time frame for Reno Scum is, but otherwise there isn't going to be anybody else.
That is true. Yeah. We will just have to see. We'll just have to wait.
What happened next?
We have this sneak peek of the new show.
Oh, well, Global Forge, and I actually watched it on YouTube too, and that is so far like that was the episode. I don't know if there's
that was the episode.
Well, I don't know if there's going to be more. I thought that they were going to have a separate show that was on YouTube completely that was longer, but so far it's only like these 3-minute things. And maybe once we get closer to them weeding out people, bringing in other people. Decided, because they were going to choose, from what I understand, they're going to choose from this camp that they had.
Yeah.
They're going to choose 3 people.
3. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but it's not going to be Toothless McGee.
No, yeah. And then you have this other guy who talks in a different language. What is that?
Hebrew.
Hebrew?
It's your people.
Hebrew. I don't understand. You guys, you have to talk English for the other people to understand. And here he goes talking Hebrew and... Oh dear! And he wants to get these 3.
Well, I mean, he wasn't only speaking Hebrew.
He switched to English. So but it's still embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. It's his thing. You gotta be. I mean, there was this one. I mean, I don't know. I get your point, because I don't really understand what the whole like foreign like Idris Abraham.
Oh yeah.
Why shout in his language, Egyptian or Arabic or whatever it might be, because I mean it doesn't make any point unless you're trying to get heat off the crowd because you speak a different language. It's like weird. It's like that episode of Futurama where Bender is a wrestler and there's like one of the wrestlers that he faces is the generic foreign wrestler. He's just like, I'm not from around here. Look at my crazy passport. And I mean, that's so weird. I mean,
that is weird. Yeah. But are these 3? Are they?
No, they haven't chosen the 3.
No, but are they actually going to get like a contract?
Maybe. I think one of them is going to get a contract.
One of them.
But I would like it to be that maybe more of them would get a chance if they're good enough. Like when you had British Boot Camp.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
figured you and I, once the Global Wrestling Network comes out, if it comes out, I figured we could do an episode where we talk about British Boot Camp 1 and 2. So it's just 6 episodes, and you can breeze right through it. 6 half an hour episodes, and we can kind of do a recap show of what you thought of that. Because it'd be a nice way for you to, one, get to know Rockstar Spud, and two, also get to know Grado.
Oh yeah, great.
Because he came from that show, even though he wasn't chosen from that show, he's got more airtime than, I don't know who was chosen, who actually got chosen. Oh, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews left the company though.
So okay. So you got Grado over there.
Yeah, that's kind of how was brought in, but Grado was already famous before that on the indie scene. Anyway, so yeah, I want to see more from Global Forge, and I was actually kind of bummed that there wasn't more of it, because I'd like to see more. I'd like to see them work. I'd like to see them, but maybe we'll get that more. Maybe we don't know.
I think these 5 or 6 minute episodes are pretty lame, because you want to see a lot more footage in just 5-6 minutes.
Yeah,
from it. So yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Anyway.
We have Kim, Ali, and Rosemary having like a small talk.
Yeah.
They're outside, backstage.
Backstage.
Yeah. And they're mad.
They're angry.
They're pissed.
They want a piece of. They want a piece of the others. So
yeah, they want to go for a match, pretty much a trios, like you said. Yeah. Then we have like a preview promotion for Bound for Glory.
Yeah, Bound for Glory. They have a Bound for Glory vignette. Which they have later too, I think. just talking. Well, they have a place. Yeah, just talking about that it's going to be in Ottawa, in Canada. Yeah, and that's basically it. So, and what I've heard is that the stadium, the Aberdeen stadium, there is usually actually more used is used for other things like shows and stuff like that. Not so much like it's not like a sports arena.
Okay.
So they're going to have to rebuild a little bit. It takes 2,800 people. Apparently, Impact or GFW or Anthem is looking to fill it with 500 people. Not that many people, but hopefully they can. If they do well, tickets I think go on sale soon, if not already. They can get more people. Canada's hot for wrestling. So.
And then we come to Grado having fun working for Parks.
Yes, he's in his first. And this is what I would want. This is what I wanted to see. This is what we talked about last week. That they're going to be able to kind of, show footage from Greater Wrestling in other places and other promotions. This time he was in AIW. They never say the name of the company, but they were in Ohio, in Cleveland. It was AIW, Absolute Intense Wrestling. A very interesting promotion. They're actually quite fun to watch there.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to do that, you can check them out. They also have a podcast called The Card Is Going to Change, with all the behind the scenes kind of thing with wrestling. So that's kind of fun. Grado is on there. He's usually drunk when he's on there, so it's actually extra fun. But actually, AIW was the first company that brought in Grado from overseas.
Okay.
And actually Grado became famous through a Vice documentary about wrestling in Scotland. That's how he became famous.
From a documentary to wrestling, and then from wrestling to God.
Yeah. Anyway, interesting. There's a lot of. It's fun to see a lot of different indie wrestlers.
Yeah, and then he was going around saying "dollar dollar bill, y'all."
That's what you say.
That's what you say. All right, cool.
Dollar bill, y'all. You saw internet or very famous indie wrestler Colt Cabana was in the background there. So shout out to him. He was he was standing behind Grado. But this is. I hope we get to see more of this, because it's fun.
Yeah, I would love to see more.
And this is what I want Global Force Wrestling to be. I want it to be different promotions being intertwined with everything else.
Then we
have Then we have a couple of matches going on here, pretty in quick succession. Pagano and Hijo de Fantasma versus EC3 and Eddie Edwards. First they talk to, or Phantasma talks to somebody backstage.
Yeah, who was that?
We'll see.
Oh yeah, we didn't obviously. Yeah.
Who did you think it was?
Yeah.
Anyway, this was a good match. I thought this was a really good match. The whole I felt a little bit that we didn't actually see what Pagano could do that much. We saw a lot more Phantasma in this match. A lot of good back and forth. Eddie Edwards takes a lot of punishment. EC3 is the one that basically is protected here. Obviously, he should be because he's the champion.
Yeah, but he was slacking.
No, but I think they just do that because, you want EC3 to look strong in this sense because he is the grand champion.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So Eddie Edwards had to take a lot of crap. But also it makes Eddie Edwards look good because he can, come back. He can come back.
Okay.
And the match ends by Tejano, who was the one that talked to him backstage, coming out, hitting his finisher on Eddie Edwards, a sit-down powerbomb behind the back of the referee.
That was beautiful.
Phantasma gets the pin. It's over, and then they start beating them up. Pagano and Phantasma and Tejano. Tejano using his bull rope.
Yeah, I wrote like rope slapping out of.
Yeah, you don't want to get whipped with one of those things.
Oh yeah, whip.
You don't want to get whipped with that.
So,
Tejano's a big deal in AAA in Mexico. He was the youngest ever triple mega champion. There, he's been in Lucha Underground as well, where he feuded with Alberto El Patron.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a big deal. He's a good wrestler, very solid guy, very big. Anyway, as they're being beaten, James Storm comes out and cleans house. Then we have a stare down between Storm and EC3. So we'll see what happens there. They're still not friends.
They are friends, right?
No, they're not friends.
I mean,
they fought, and remember,
he shook hand with Eddie, and then he were like staring at.
He wasn't going to make out. They weren't going to make out.
No, but
if that's what you think, they were just they were. They were evil stares. Evil stares. You can see they don't like each other. You know that.
You gotta move on.
I mean, from being whipped like 42 times with a belt, you think I'd like to see you
move on.
Move on from that. Anyway, after that, Johnny Impact still looking for Eli Drake, still acting the fool. He meets Phantasma. He meets Phantasma, Pagano, and Tejano in the back, and Phantasma is just like, "He not here, bro.
Yeah.
He is not here."
Yeah, not here. Yeah,
and that's where your Spanish would have worked well because he spoke Spanish first.
Yeah, and then he switched to.
He was very good at English actually. Tejano not as good at English, but Tejano says like he doesn't like Impact, basically not Impact Wrestling. He doesn't like Johnny Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that he comes to his house and takes his titles now, he's gonna beat him up, and Johnny Impact just throwing in number one contenders to.
Yeah, he puts his championship on the line once again
against Tejano, which I was excited. I thought it was fun to see that Tejano would come out and wrestle because he's good. And then we have Congo Kong versus Mahabali Shera. I thought that this was going to be a more even match, but Shera gets his ass handed to him in this match.
I mean, I like Shera because he is good overall, but literally. Shera tried everything.
I think it was funny because Josh Matthew was just like, he's trying a power slam, body slam again. Like he did try that before. It didn't help then. It's not going to help now.
No, I mean, I don't know what to say. Shera, I mean, I don't think he performed bad in this match, but I just think he literally tried everything and nothing really worked. That's what happened.
He tried a springboard, I don't know, chop. He jumped from it. That didn't work. He messed that up badly, and I don't think Congo Kong knew what to do then. But Congo Kong wins. He splashes him in the corner, and then just a big splash. So I don't know if this feud is over. It was never really a feud that went anywhere.
No, it was just
it was what it was. It was good. Congo Kong got to show a little bit more of his in-ring ability.
True that.
That was good.
True that.
Then we have Drake in Mexico, just chilling, talking some smack. Moose and Lashley vignette, kind of like what what happened, what has happened, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
and then another Bound for Glory promo. Then we have Tejano versus Johnny Impact. How did you like this?
I think both were on the same level.
Yeah.
I would say that. I think it was a great match, and they fought for their lives.
Yeah,
Like,
they had it. It was a long match. It was a long
100%.
match, and I liked it. It was good. Tejano looked strong. Johnny Impact looked strong.
Mhm.
Impact in the end wins with the Starship Pain. It was. I think they've already said why. I mean, I think we knew going in that Impact was going to win. Because what was the point of Tejano
Yeah, well, why would
winning
he
and
win?
take why Tejano versus Drake when everything is basically set for
Mm.
for Impact versus Drake on Victory Road.
Yeah, yeah.
But this kind of furthers the invasion angle, kind of between AAA and Impact, and I think we're going to see. I was thinking we were going to see something different for Lockdown, if that's where we're going, or if there's going to be a big match on Bound for Glory. But this, I think, it sets it up nicely for the invasion angle. This kind of AAA versus Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Laurel Van Ness running around looking for a man in the audience.
Yeah, what is she doing? Like, I mean, finally she's out of that dress. Whew. But she's like, I mean, you can't just go and pick a guy just like that. Like, can we marry? But at the same time, I'm sorry, it's Vanessa. So
Yeah,
you
that's
can
how she is. We'll see where that storyline goes.
Mhm.
And then we have Sienna, Terrell, and Taya Valkyrie confronting Karen Jarrett, saying that they want a match. They get it, and then here's the tension between Sienna and Taya, that there's problems there.
Yeah.
So you can tell because I mean, why wouldn't there be? So the question is Sienna going to lose the title and then Taya wrestle like Gail Kim? Is Gail Kim going to take the title from Sienna at Bound for Glory or whatever? And then it's going to be a program between Taya and Gail where Taya wins and Gail kind of retires after that.
But I mean, if Gail Kim takes the championship
Mhm.
and she retires, what happens then?
Oh, she can't retire with it. Well, then it would become vacant and then it'd have like a tournament or something like that. But I'm thinking more that Gail Kim wins it from Sienna and then Taya Valkyrie takes it from Gail.
That would work.
That would make more sense.
That would make more sense, yeah.
And then Mexico again.
Mexico.
The main event: Eli Drake versus Bronze. No idea who Bronze was. I'd never seen him before. But they were also talking about he was very young. Yeah, you like that?
It was cool.
You liked his gear. They said he was also very young, so that's probably why. How did you like that? Filmed differently.
Yeah,
a lot of tight shots, and I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
No, they could continue with that. Actually, I think that was a way to. Must be nice for Drake to be in an arena that is like that full. I mean, there was a lot of people there. There were empty seats. This is probably the first match of the night, so it's probably like a dark match or something like that. So people hadn't really come to the arena yet. But very nice. I liked it.
This guy, what was his name?
Bronze.
He was a high flyer. Yeah.
They were saying that, but I didn't feel. I mean, I felt that he didn't do that many high flying moves. I would have liked to see more of that. I mean, what he basically did was escape a lot of what Drake was doing, and that was because he would escape a vertical suplex. I mean, he got out of stuff very easily, and if that is what you consider being the high flying part, then fine. But I mean, he didn't do a lot of springboards. He didn't do a lot of somersaults. Stuff like that.
No, that is true. Yeah, I was more referring to that what you were saying that he was kind of escaping. But the thing is that Eli Drake is more stable. He has more muscles.
Yeah,
he can move around a lot better.
And I like the way that the Bronze did come off the ropes, and then Drake caught him, hit the gravy train. 1, 2, 3, over. Nice. I liked it. I liked it. As I said, it must be nice for Drake to have that. Yeah. That's how we end. They're talking a little bit about Victory Road, Petey Williams versus Trevor Lee for the X Division title, LAX versus OVE for the Global Force tag team titles, and Johnny Impact versus Eli Drake for the championship, heavyweight championship.
Okay,
so it'd be nice.
Are
you excited for Victory Road?
I am really excited because we have a lot of good matches coming.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah.
So. And that's our show. How did you like this show? How would you rate it compared to like last?
Oh God! I mean, I think I'd give it a solid B minus. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I was going to give it a C plus because I would have maybe liked to see a little more storyline, a
Mhm.
little more, like a couple of more things. I think to further what was going on. You can find us on Instagram and on Twitter, on YouTube,
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
It just keeps going.
It keeps going, and on SoundCloud, of course. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we do. On
Mhm.
YouTube, shoot us a line if you think of you want us to talk about something else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's how it is. But for now, we will talk to you next week. This for Nick Tejano Jr. Anderson. My name is C. Mary Haltman, and we will talk to you next week.